just going to have a quick, it's not on your list, but a quick mention about homelessness, which is, and the state of the affairs with that. And we have got Laura Jones, who's going to give us a quick talk about a petition that's going up.
Thank you so much for squeezing me in. I'd like to make you guys aware that there's a petition been lodged at the Scottish Parliament that's up for consideration as of the 24th of February to demand single-sex emergency accommodation for homeless women. Now, we've had an epidemic of deaths among young homeless people, people of all ages, but mainly young people staying in homeless hotels, and an awful lot of women have died, and they have also been reporting a lot of sexual assault and rape. Now, the situation in these hotels is very dire. People are staying in these hotels sometimes for more than a year. These are supposed to be temporary emergency stopgap accommodation. Now, I'd like to just read very quickly a couple of testimonies from women that have stayed in these hotels. Some of the language here could be considered, offensive, but I also don't want to censor or alter the testimony of women who've experienced this themselves. So this is two different women. The first one, this is from 2 years ago. In the first hotel I was put in, a man posed as a member of staff, so I let him in. He said he had tea bags and sugar for me, and could he check my toilet was working. I let him in, he raped me and left. And this is from another woman who stayed in 3 different hotels over the course of, I think it was 43 weeks in total that she was in homeless accommodation. Over the past months, I've stayed in 3 separate hostels. I have been threatened, assaulted, and robbed. I've had no sense of safety or security. There was literally no security keeping men away from women. Pimps hang around outside the front door at night and grab you while you leave or enter the building. The men preyed on the women like we were meat. I saw a young junkie giving head to a fat old man on my second day there up the stairs. She was crying. Alcoholics and junkies are bribed into sex. I saw it in all 3 hostels I stayed in. We need more women-only shelters. The women in these hostels are free game. It's disgusting. You could be my worst enemy and I'd still take you in to avoid that. Now, this is something that we've actually received something close to cross-party support. You can imagine there's one party that hasn't wanted to meet with us on this, and that is the SNP, possibly because in the Scottish Tenants Organisation, we've been calling for Paul McLennan's resignation for the last 2 years because of the vast numbers of people who have died. Up to 2021, it was 67 women in Scotland that had died in the 3 years preceding that. Since then, hundreds more have died. We know that roughly a quarter of those are women. But if you consider the fact that the ratio of men to women in these hostels is 1 to 14, that actually means that the death rate among women is far higher. And that's possibly because at the point that women are entering this accommodation, they are already at their absolute breaking point because women will self-exclude and are self-excluding to a huge extent. So please, if you could sign the petition to Parliament, but we also launched a change.org petition at the same time to raise awareness, which has now been signed almost 29,000 times. And it's become a national, an internet, well, it's become an issue in England as well because they're following the same, they have the same model and they're having the same issues. So if you could please, I'm sure a lot of you probably already have, in which case thank you so much, but if you could sign that petition, and ALPA and the Scottish Tenants Organisation will be pushing this campaign a lot in the coming months. So yeah, please do talk to us and get involved.